Every winter, Katherine Josten receives thousands of letters from all over the world. These letters are from people who want to create, exhibit, and exchange art which expresses their idea of a peaceful global community.
The purpose of the Global Art Project is to joyously create a culture of peace through art. And it's a way of expressing the idea we are all one.
Katherine Josten founded Global Art Project 14 years ago.
When I started it, I had no contacts, I had no money, and I had no computer. And I was just sitting right back there at that desk, with this idea going, okay, what can I do? And the very first thing that I did was actually I borrowed $1,500 from my parents to print banners and brochures, because it's such an ephemeral idea. I had to have something tangible to make it real. Then the other thing that I did was I went to the downtown Tucson Public Library, and there's reference books of all the news media all over the world, and I wrote up a press release, and I sent the press release to English language newspapers in major cities throughout the world, not knowing what in the world was going to happen, And the first exchange was 1994, and for the first exchange there were 3,600 people in 19 countries. And now there have been 67,000 participants on all 7 continents. And it was nominated for 2002 UNESCO Peace Prize. So I knew it could work.
You don't have to be an artist to participate in Global Art Project.
The whole idea of the project is that anyone, anywhere can participate. Any artwork that can be sent from one group or individual to another. So it can be audio tapes of original music, videotapes of performances, actual 2D work or 3D work. And right now we have about 150 regional coordinators around the world who translate the information and get it out in their area.
From the submitted proposals, Josten matches the artwork.
If I match a person from Hawaii with a person in Massachusetts, it means the person in Hawaii will send their art to the person in Massachusetts. The Massachusetts person will send their art to the person in Hawaii during the week of April 23rd through 30th, when everyone else throughout the world is sending their art, so that all these artworks are being exchanged simultaneously.
Personal stories that come with the artworks illustrate the power of this multicultural event.
What really keeps me going, the thing that really keeps me going, is the response that I receive from people, the letters and the images that people sent in. And one of the teachers wrote, "This project gives kids the opportunity to think about world issues, to think about how they'd like the world and their future to be." Another teacher wrote, "It makes kids think about what role they have in establishing peace. The Global Art Project has taught them that they can make a difference. Each person can contribute to peace. It's not just something the leaders of countries are responsible for." And another teacher wrote, "This project really helps children see themselves as part of a worldwide community."
Also an artist, Josten initiated the project as an extension of her own artwork.
My first degree was in English because I loved to write. And then when I was in my early 20s, I had a really intense out-of-body experience in which I went down into this vortex of energy, and actually I came out in another dimension, and it was so intense and so incredible. And one of the things, it gave me a whole lot of new ideas about time, space, and energy, and it showed me that we are all one. We're all one energy vibrating together. And it was a very, very visual experience. So I decided to go into visual art. I was working on a really large installation of art that involved my poetry, painting, and sculpture that all works together as a whole. This artwork was called Origins. One of the things that Origins was saying is we are all one. After doing it for 12 years, it felt like, okay, now it's time to do something to make this real in the world. And if in fact all these people all over the world are creating their artwork for peace, it's really an extension of myself creating the artwork, because we are all one. So it was a way to take these ideas and make them real in the world. This is a part of the project that I call Let's All Join Hands. And I have thousands of these incredible hands from all over the world.
Despite the overwhelming response, funding has been the hardest part of the project.
I found there's been a difficulty in getting grants simply because I cross all boundaries. It's like most granting agencies give to particular groups. It's like you have to fit in a particular group. And the whole idea of the Global Art Project is that it crosses boundaries. Anyone, anywhere can participate. So that leaves me out of almost every granting category. So I rely on individual donations, and that's really what keeps the Global Art Project going. These are photographs from the artist in Minsk, Belarus, children being rehabilitated from the Chernobyl disaster who created an artwork to send. And when this artist sent me the photographs, he sent me this beautiful, touching letter that said, "Every time my feelings become better when I receive your letter and learn that your project turned into reality and develops Lucky. When I meet people building house of my dreams, the world looks warmer and lighter. Some of Belarus artists and children share your ideas and will participate in the Global Art Project with great pleasure." And when you see some of the images of the photographs of the children working, you can see how dark and cold it looks. And if the Global Art Project can in any way bring light and joy into the lives of people around the world, wow, it's really done its job.
For Arizona Illustrated, I'm Su-Yeon Lee.